In 1994, I did my first performance of my own work at a venue in the Bay Area called the Upper Room in San Francisco. So I read a tiny excerpt of my novel, and I started reading excerpts of this novel that I've been working on forever. I was reading excerpts of it at different open mics, but I started getting frustrated because reading a tiny snippet of a longer thing isn't as satisfying when you're connecting with an audience as reading a complete short piece. So I started writing short prose pieces, and then eventually started writing pieces that I chose to call poetry.
Is nothing sacred? Martin Luther King in an ad for computers. What's next? Cosmetics?
I have a cream.
I have a cream today. I have a cream that will turn little black boys into little white girls. And we sold some to Michael Jackson, and he said, "White at last, white at last, thank God Almighty, I'm white at last."
I remember in the 4th grade, she was doing something with Julius Lester's African folk tales, I think it was. And we had this croquet set. And so she picked up a mallet and turned it upside down and acted like she was a 90-year-old woman and began to recite the entire piece, verbatim. And I was completely stunned.
I've always written, I mean, ever since I can remember, ever since I could write, I've always written stories, and I remember writing poetry in high school. And, you know, I was very inspired by a lot of the black women writers at that time. Particularly, I remember reading Ntozake Shange, and just that sort of kind of powerful, strong, sassy black female voice, but also a voice of social commentary and speaking about personal experience.